This economy got these women in a chokehold.
Mom. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Call for your mama.
But before we get into the video, do me a favor, like the video and leave a comment. I do my best to respond to as many as I can, and I really enjoy listening to what you guys have to say. Subscribe to my channel and hit that hype button if you really want to help your boy out. It is really appreciated.
Okay, I don't know if it's just me. I know I'm gonna get a lot of for saying this, but every time I pay my bills, I just think to myself, like, wouldn't it be nice to have a partner to split this with so I can pocket half my money I'm making? Wouldn't it be nice? Like, I know some of y'all would be like, no, he needs to pay the full rent. Oh, like 100%. But in, like, to each his own. I feel like each person does what works for them. And yes, wouldn't it be nice to have a partner who covers the whole rent and live like a Pilates princess life? Yes. But in this economy, if we have a 2 working household income, why not help each other out? So I just be thinking that sometimes, like, dang, I could really be pocketing half if I succeeded in this love stuff, you know? And it's an actual love, not partnership, not an agreement. Okay, get that correct. But I know that, like, me saying this will get a lot of people being like, oh no, he needs to pay the whole rent, or like, oh, I don't do 50-50. Okay, for you. But in this economy, like, especially if you're like me, like an entrepreneur and a working, like, why it's really not fair if both. That's just me though. But you get what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't it be nice to pocket half of what I'm paying my rent, you know? Like, it really, I think about this all the time, like, oh!
I told y'all fellas, y'all gonna start seeing a lot more of these videos. Now they're starting to talk about how nice it would be to pocket half your money and not have to pay all the bills. They are starting to come around. I know we still have a bunch of women online screaming, you gotta pay all my bills. I do, and they're not gonna stop. You're always gonna have those women. But long as you understand, the core is starting to melt. These women can't keep up with what this economy is doing to them. And I keep saying it is just going to get worse. There are women out there struggling. Like this woman here broke down because she's sleeping in her car.
Bro, everything hurts. Everything hurts. I can't even move.
All I am saying, fellas, is just understand we were on the right side of this. Men understand this economy, most people are going to have to work together to make it work. And a lot of these women are starting to feel it. And I just heard about some more layoffs, Spirit closing down, Facebook laying people off, UPS laying people off. There are going to be more and more women coming to this realization. So just know y'all playing the long game, but it is going to work when it's all said and done.
I have a question. Statistically, the ratio of heterosexual men to women, I don't know what the exact numbers are, but they're unproportionate. And I just always sit around and be thinking, like, why aren't the heterosexual men in relationships with these women? And it's so many options. Like, you gotta have, your option is out there. Whether you like them tall or slim or thick or short or intelligent or not so intelligent, church going or not. Like, you have your pick of the litter. What is making you not pick? I want to know.
I remember years ago, I rented this minivan because I had to take a road trip. And this minivan had this new feature at the time. It was called adaptive cruise control. That is when you can set your cruise control on the highway and your car will just follow the car in front of it. If the car in front of you slows down, your car slows down. So you never had to worry about hitting the brakes or whatever while driving on the highway. And I just thought this was the best feature in the world. So I remember telling myself when it's time for me to buy a new car, I want that feature. Now, when I was looking for a car, I wanted a car in a certain budget. I didn't want to go spend a lot of money just to get that feature. So I'm online, I'm shopping, and there were millions of cars to choose from. They had vans, pickup trucks, SUVs, sedans, whatever you wanted. There were a bunch of cars out there for me to choose. But I really wanted this feature. Now, of course, all of that other stuff mattered. The color, size, all that stuff mattered too. But without that feature, I just didn't want it. Now, at the time, this feature wasn't common. You either had to get like a luxury car, a minivan, or something like that. Now, it took me a while, but I finally found something in the price range I wanted to spend, bought the car, everything was fine. Now, I shared that story to say, just because I had a lot of options, there was millions of cars for me to choose from, different sizes, colors. There was something out there for everybody. But for me, without that one feature, it eliminated most of them. And when it comes to dating for men, that one feature is peace. And a lot of women don't bring peace. So even though there are millions of women out there, different colors, shapes, sizes, whatever you want, there is something out there for you. But without that one feature, which is peace, a lot of men don't want it. Or they would do what I did with that minivan, rent it and take it back when you're done. And then you go get the woman that you actually want. That is what a lot of men are dealing with out here. So just because there's more options don't mean there are good options. Hopefully this makes sense.
All right, y'all. I was telling my cousin, she got some old ass hands for her age. So I want y'all to take a guess how old these hands is. All right, we're taking a pool. How old does these hands look? All right, hold them pretty. Hold them pretty. Just guess how old my cousin's face is to match their hands. All right.
Soon as I saw those hands, I grabbed my popcorn and I tripped running to those comments. And they did not disappoint. This person said, sis been fixing alternators since 87. This person said, your uncle is at least 64. This one hit her with the soldier boy. She? Jay said, this is the face I'm expecting to see. Me too, Jay. Me too. Tell Earl to quit playing. Now, you cannot tell me those don't look like the hands of an Earl. Those look like Earl hands to me. Look, I know this video was stupid, but I thought it was funny, and I really don't have too much more to say about it because I think my boy Jerry from Seinfeld said it best.
She had man hands.
And this is my last video on Megan Thee Stallion because I'm genuinely getting so upset thinking about it. This is gonna sound very parasocial, but I would have rather been cheated on than Megan Thee Stallion be cheated on because, and that sounds crazy, but I just feel like I would have taken that for her than for her to deal with that on top of everything else in life she's already dealt with. This woman does not have a mother, a father, and no siblings. Like, she doesn't have really any familial presence to help guide her through these things or just like be present during the healing process. And on the outside looking in, to me, when it comes to Klay Thompson, Megan thought she found her forever. She thought like, oh, like I'm gonna get married and then I have a mom and dad again, because a lot of people get married and their partner's family becomes their family too. And so I'm just like, not only is it just like, oh, she got cheated on, it's just like, I didn't have a family and you gave me a family again. And I felt like that familial presence and that sense of belonging. I spent holidays with you guys, you know? And you snatched that away whenever you cheated. Like it would the stakes were just higher with her. And I'm just like, I would have rather, like if I could, I would take that pain away from Megan. I would have rather been cheated on than her because I have a solid familial presence. I have parents, I have siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Like I have tons of people to be present while I'm dealing with heartbreak. And so I just feel like I'm better equipped to deal with that heartbreak than Megan Thee Stallion is. And then on top of that, everything else she's been through in life, I have not been through all of that. And I'm just like, damn, I just feel like watching her, it's like every time this girl seemingly recovers and gets back on her feet, it's just like, boom, another blow. And like, I just feel like all of her blows are big blows. It's like, damn, like she's not taking no little hits. Like she's just taking straight big ass blows to the face. I'm like, goodness gracious. And yeah, so I don't know, I feel really sad for her, but I'm really angry for her because at the end of the day, it's like, Klay, you could have left her the alone. Like, if you wanted to cheat and still, you didn't think you could be monogamous, you don't have to ask somebody to be your girlfriend. Just keep dating all the women that you're dating. Like, no one put a gun to your head and said, make me your girlfriend. And so, I don't know, I'm just really sad for my girl. And then on top of all that, just like the cherry on top is that, like, there are like tons, like millions of people praying on Megan's downfall. It's just like scary. And like, I'm sure there are people praying on my downfall, like maybe like 3 or 4. But I can deal with them 3 or 4. I can't imagine like the weight of the world and just like everywhere I go, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, it's just like hella men, just like, you got what you deserve. Like people are like going out their way to like be nasty to this woman. It's just like weird. I don't know. I just know she's dealing with a lot and I don't really know what people's goal is in like piling it on for her. So I don't know. I'm praying for you, Megan, and I hope you get through it though.
Now, just to be clear, I am not one of those people praying for Megan's downfall because I really don't care either way. Now, I do hope somebody come pray for this young lady because something's really wrong with her.
You need therapy!
Why are you on here talking about taking Megan's pain away? You probably got some friends who are going through the same thing and you're not trying to switch places with them. This is ridiculous. And then the fact that you're trying to sit there and act like Megan is some innocent angel. She isn't. This lady has cheated herself. She has lied. She even got a man locked in prison for 10 years because she lied on him. Allegedly. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what a lot of people believe. So to sit there and act like she's just some innocent little flower, you are out of your mind. The fact that you are sitting in your bedroom worried about a millionaire is blowing my mind. Megan would be just fine. She'll just go back out there and continue doing what she was doing before she met Klay. Why are you losing sleep over that? I wish I would be sitting here losing sleep over a millionaire because somebody broke their heart. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with my life. I got my own life to worry about. You people got to come back to the real world. This is out of control. Stop worshiping these people. A lot of them people are the worst people on the planet and y'all willing to give y'all lives for them. It's just ridiculous. And lady, just to be clear, Megan don't care about you. She wouldn't trade places with you for any reason. I don't understand why you even offer to do something like that for somebody who could care less about you. Lady, my suggestion to you, because you just said this is your last video about Megan. So I don't know how many you made before this one, but turn off your phone, turn off your TV, turn off your laptop, and just go live your life. Don't spend your time, energy, or thoughts worrying about these celebrities because they definitely ain't worrying about you. She'll be with another NBA player or somewhere like that tomorrow. Go live your life. Make sure you're good. And I thought it was funny when she was saying how Megan keep taking these blows, like one big blow after one big blow. But not at any moment did she say why she keeps taking these blows. Because in most situations, blows don't come out of nowhere. Most of the times, you're putting yourself in a situation to get hit. So if she keeps taking hits, maybe she's putting herself in a position to get hit. Like when she said she wished Clay would have just left her alone. Nobody put a gun to his head to date her or try to make her a girlfriend. And she's correct about that. But nobody put a gun to Megan's head to make her date Clay either. See, that's the part they don't ever address. It's always just the other stuff. But she didn't have to date him. Or she could have just slept with him like she did with the other guys and just moved on. She was the one who tried to turn a hoe into a husband. She did that. Nobody told her to do that. But like I just said, they don't count that. They only want to talk about somebody getting hit or the blows, but they don't want to talk about who swung first. That's just amazing to me. And I want to just say, the fact that this young lady came online and made this video, and the fact that she came online and made this video talking about how she wants to trade places with Megan to take her pain, and the fact that with all the women out there who are doing something positive, she idolizes Meg the Stallion, it tells me that this woman is a horrible decision maker. And because of that, I can say with confidence, this young lady does not have to worry about going out getting cheated on for Meg, because the way she is moving out here and the way she thinks, somebody's going to be cheating on her anyway, so she ain't got nothing to worry about. But anyway, leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.